Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Overreactive Witch, and I am really bored like I am always. So, instead of doing my homework, I'm going to make a video talking about why my school is absolutely the stupidest school that you can go to. This is going to be a long video, so sit back, get comfy, and enjoy. So, let's start off with detentions. They will give you a detention after school for an hour if you don't have your PE kit. Doesn't matter if it's the first time or not. If you forget your PE kit, that's it. You have to stay behind for an hour. Okay, so take care of your PE kit. That's fine. But they will make you do a half an hour community DT, and what I mean by that is that you have to walk around picking up other people's rubbish if you have your shirt untucked, if your tie doesn't have 7 or more stripes, and if you are wearing white socks. White socks? What? Who made up that rule? Okay, so by the sounds of things, all you have to do is make sure your uniform is all good, and you should be settled, right? No. If you don't do a piece of homework, that is 1 hour after school. Again, no second chances. And also, I recently got a piece of homework that wasn't even mentioned to me personally, but emailed to my parents, which they didn't get. And then I got an hour and a half after school for not doing the homework that I never heard about. Really? Wow, 1 hour and a half after school. I'm not staying behind for an hour and a half for not getting notified about a piece of homework. Okay, so I guess it's not that bad. I mean, most schools will probably follow the same rules, right? But this is where it starts to get stupid. Let me draw a map for you. If you decide to eat here, 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 or here, so the bits that are circled in red, you're fine. You can get away with it. But if you decide to eat on the other 97% of ground, that's it. Half an hour community TT, like I said, picking up other people's rubbish. And by the way, no one actually does that. They just take the rubbish out of bins. Okay, so if it isn't stupid enough already, I've got another thing for you. Pretty much in year 7, everyone was allowed on their devices. But a year later, when I came back in year 8, they said that it's not letting us socialize, so we need to get rid of the phones, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. But the way to resolve this problem, which I just find really stupid, is that everyone that wants to go on their phone has to go into a hall. So, if nobody's socializing on their phones outside, what difference is it going to make when you pretty much just cram people into a spacious microwave / easy bake oven, then they can go on their phones? What's that going to do? The only thing that they have changed here is that now you all have to sit in a small stuffy room full of little kids, which sucks. It's so noisy. I'd much prefer to go on them outside. Not only that, when we were allowed on them outside, for some reason we couldn't go on them on the fields. Have no idea why. Okay, so now I'm going to share some personal things that happened in my school. Okay, so I was in the library, and like every fortnight we do have a library lesson, which pretty much we just have to sit in a room for an hour reading books, which isn't that bad, I guess. So I was reading a book, not really, next to my friend, and I put my book down and started looking at his book. Then the bell rang and we had to leave the class. And I accidentally forgot my book and left it on the shelf next to my chair where I was sitting. Then I got called back into the library the next day and got shouted at for forgetting to pick up my book. No joke. I was explaining to the teacher that I forgot my book, and she was saying things like, "Well, do you see how it's unacceptable to forget your book? How is it unacceptable to forget things? I'm somebody that forgets a lot of things. And me forgetting to put my book back on the shelf, just so you have to pick it up and walk like half a meter to put it back on the shelf, isn't a big thing." Okay, so the stupidity level of the school is pretty high at the moment. But, you know what they don't do anything about? Bullying! They don't do anything about bullying. There is so much bullying in my schools and so many fights, they don't do anything about it. Let me give you an example. There are a group of boys, no disrespect to any of them, right? But they sometimes find it funny to kind of, not really pick on them, but take advantage of a kid that has autism. Who does that? Like, he has a problem, and calling him names just to see his reaction just because he's a little bit different is not something to be proud of. Like, nobody does anything about it. Back to detentions, right? So, for example, if I forget to sign my planner for the first day back, half an hour lunchtime DT, okay? I guess that's fine. But if you miss that DT, 1 hour after school. Okay, fair enough, I missed the DT. But if you miss that, that is a 1 hour and a half after school. And not only that, guys, in case you didn't notice, they don't even provide a bus for people that have after schools, which makes it really difficult for me to get home sometimes. Okay, also, if you miss your 1 hour and a half after school, boom, 3 hour long after school. Really? Are you serious? 3 hour long after school? So that's like a 9 hour school day. I'm not staying until 7 o'clock just because I missed like 3 detentions. That's stupid. Not only that, because I can't get a ride home, because I struggle because I live quite far away from the school and I have to get a bus, they don't let you, like they don't give you any other options. When I have an after school, I see if my mum can phone up so I can have like 2 or 3 lunchtimes instead. But they just tell me that's not acceptable, even though it adds up to enough or even more time in detention. What the hell? Also, this one's aimed precisely at the teachers. When I see a teacher outside of school, don't think that we are friends. Just because you teach me in a class that I probably wouldn't turn up to if I had the choice, doesn't mean we're friends. You see me outside of school, you're like, oh, hey, Baron. I'm like, bye. Like, I don't want to talk to you, because if I had the choice, I wouldn't turn up to your class. Probably. So yet again, don't treat me like we're mates. I don't turn up to class especially to see you, and you don't turn up to work just to see me and a few other people. We are not friends. As far as I'm concerned, you're just a normal person doing your job so you can earn money. Who doesn't do that, okay? You're not the only person that does your job for money. Obviously. So chances are, if you say hi to me when I'm outside and you just see me, I'm going to ignore you. Just completely blank you out. You're just the teacher, you give me detentions, therefore, I don't like you. And also, there's this one specific teacher that seems to do this to everybody. So, if you have your water bottle out without the teacher's permission, he will get your bottle, unscrew the lid, and pour it into his plant. This happened to me today. So, he even did it to my friend. He got his bottle that had orange juice in it, and still poured it in the plant. Not only that, I had like a plastic disposable bottle, right? He threw that in the bin. How did he not know that I wanted a refill even after he poured it in his plant? I swear to God, if I get the chance, I'm gonna put like plant killer in my bottle, pretend to start drinking it, and when he takes it off and pour it in his plant, he's gonna wake up the next day and his Also, just to make everybody's life even harder, as if it wasn't already hard enough, every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the school will end at around, I don't know, I don't pay attention to the times, let's just say 3:30. But for some reason, on a Friday, the school ends 1 hour earlier, so 2:30. Why? That just makes, like, our parents' work time much more complicated than it needs to be. Not only that, movies. Okay, so do you think I came to school with the feeling that, I'm going to go to school, I'm just going to watch a movie? No, I came to school because I want to learn. I didn't go to school so I could sit down for an hour watching a movie that I've probably already seen. It's stupid. Like, let me just show you an example from Smosh.
Okay, class, so none of you want to be inspired by poetry. I get it. So how about we watch a movie? Teach is cool.
Why would we watch a movie? We came here to learn, dickhead.
What is wrong with you guys?
You see where they're coming from? Why would we watch a movie when we came to this place to learn, not to watch pointless things that we've already seen?